Adventure isn't always about scaling the highest peaks, conquering the most challenging summits, or planting your flag where few have dared to tread. It's not always about diving to the deepest shipwrecks, exploring the silent world beneath the waves, or discovering long-lost treasures in the ocean's embrace. Sometimes, true adventure lies in the unexpected, the unconventional. Sometimes it's about plunging headfirst into a mosquito-infested swamp, a murky realm where the air hangs thick and heavy. Doing so at midnight when the moon casts eerie shadows and the swamp comes alive with nocturnal sounds. All this, while chasing a legend that reeks, literally. A legend so pungent, so overwhelmingly foul, it assaults the senses. I'm talking about the skunk ape, the elusive cryptid of the swamps. The abominable swamp slob, a name that perfectly captures its essence. America's smelliest mystery, a creature shrouded in folklore and olfactory offense. This hulking hairy beast, a primate of prodigious size and questionable hygiene, is said to haunt the wetlands of the southeast, particularly the sprawling, mysterious Florida Everglades, leaving behind baffled witnesses, their noses twitching, their minds struggling to comprehend what they've just encountered. And an odor that could clear a room faster than a fire alarm, a stench that lingers long after the creature is gone. Forget eagles and bears, the majestic symbols of the wilderness. We're diving into the weird, the bizarre, the unexplained. Bigfoot's swamp-dwelling, hygiene-challenged cousin, a creature that redefines the meaning of swamp thing. The skunk ape thrives, it flourishes, in the steamy wilds of Florida's Everglades, a vast and untamed wilderness. A place that already feels prehistoric, a landscape seemingly untouched by time. Locals whisper of a giant, foul-smelling creature, a legend passed down through generations. Lurking just beyond the cypress trees, its presence a constant unease. A shadow that moves in the night, a fleeting glimpse of something unknown, and leaves you wishing for a nose plug, a desperate attempt to shield yourself from the olfactory assault. Today we're not here for definitive proof. We're here for the chase, the captivating stories, and the sheer absurdity of it all. We'll sift through tall tales passed down through generations, wild theories spun from speculation and imagination, and questionable photos, the kind that fuel late-night debates and blurry sightings, all bound together by a stench, an aroma so potent it could knock you off your feet, compared to rotten eggs left out in the sun for far too long, and landfills overflowing with the refuse of modern society. So grab your bug spray, you're going to need it, and hold your breath for as long as you possibly can. This is more than a monster hunt, it's an exploration of the unknown. It's a deep dive into American folklore, a journey into the heart of our shared myths and legends. At its strangest, its most bizarre, its most wonderfully weird. The skunk ape is a reminder, a potent symbol, that even in our modern world with its technology and its concrete jungles, mysteries and monsters still exist, still lurk in the shadows, waiting to be discovered, or perhaps to remain hidden. Its legend turns a simple hike, a leisurely stroll through the woods, into a potential encounter with the unknown, a brush with something truly extraordinary. So, let's follow the scent, let's track the legend, and embrace the absurdity, the sheer, unadulterated weirdness of it all. The truth may be elusive, forever just out of reach, but the adventure is guaranteed, a journey into the heart of the strange and unusual. Every monster, every cryptid, every creature of legend needs a memorable name, a moniker that sticks in the mind and conjures up images of the strange and unknown. It's the first step in turning a blurry photograph or a whispered story into a full-blown legend. And our swampy friend, the star of our show, has a few. Several, in fact, each one adding a little something different to the overall picture. The skunk ape, part skunk for its legendary stench, a smell so potent it's said to clear a room, or even a whole campsite. It's not just a bad smell, it's an experience. Part ape for its hulking hairy form, a bipedal beast, often described as a smaller, stinkier cousin of Bigfoot. The name is pure monster branding, a perfect blend of the creature's most notable characteristics, designed to grab your attention and not let go. A regional twist on the classic Bigfoot and Yeti, those iconic figures of the cryptozoological world. The Yeti, or abominable snowman, captured imaginations in the Himalayas, a mysterious figure lurking in the high-altitude snows. North America got Bigfoot, the elusive forest giant of the Pacific Northwest. Florida? The skunk ape, a creature perfectly suited to its environment, a master of the murky depths. Its unforgettable odor made skunk a must, a key ingredient in the recipe for a memorable monster. And ape fit the sightings. The descriptions of a large, primate-like creature roaming the swamps. The abominable swamp slob is a tongue-in-cheek nod to its Himalayan cousin, swapping icy peaks for steamy bogs. a creature of the wetlands, not the highlands. It's a name that doesn't take itself too seriously. Perfect for a legend that's as funny as it is freaky. A monster that's more likely to make you laugh than scream. Whether you call it the skunk ape, swamp cabbage man, or Mayaka ape, you're talking about the same smelly, hairy enigma, the same creature lurking in the shadows just waiting to be discovered. Each name adds flavor to the legend, blending science, local color, and humor, a dash of scientific speculation, a pinch of local folklore, and a whole lot of good-natured fun. The creature's identity in our imagination is as strong and as pungent as ever. In the end, the name game is half the fun of cryptozoology. It's a chance to play with language, to create something new and exciting. It's about giving personality to the unknown, breathing life into the shadows. And in Florida, the skunk ape's name is as legendary as its smell. A name that will forever be associated with the Sunshine State's mysterious swamps and the creatures that call them home. So, you've decided to venture into the Florida swamps hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive skunk ape. But what exactly are you looking for? What characteristics define this creature of legend? Decades of reported sightings, whispered tales, and grainy photographs paint a wild and often contradictory picture. However, most eyewitnesses seem to agree on a few key features. It's a large, bipedal beast walking on two legs like a human. Generally standing somewhere between 5 to 7 feet tall, a truly imposing figure in the wilderness. And it's almost always described as being covered in shaggy, reddish-brown hair, a thick coat that seems perfectly adapted to the swampy environment. This hair is often matted with swamp debris, leaves, mud, and whatever else the creature might encounter in its travels. Imagine a giant orangutan that's not only lost a fight with a mud puddle, but decided to embrace the mud as its new fashion statement. Its face is distinctly ape-like, with a broad nose and heavy brow. But sometimes, there's something eerily human about its features, an unsettling intelligence in its gaze. Many accounts describe it as having deep-set, glowing red eyes, piercing the darkness with an unnerving intensity. Some say it's incredibly muscular and walks fully upright, a powerful and imposing figure, while others describe a more stooped, gorilla-like posture, suggesting a creature more comfortable on all fours. Maybe there are different types of skunk apes roaming the swamps, or maybe it's just the shadows and the fear playing tricks on the eyes of those who claim to have seen it. But perhaps its most infamous trait, the one that truly sets it apart, is the smell. An invisible cloud of pure foulness, a stench so potent it's said to linger long after the creature is gone. Instead of the deep resonant growls often attributed to Bigfoot, the skunk ape is said to shriek and whistle, its vocalizations adding to the unsettling atmosphere of the swamp. These eerie sounds carry through the misty air, sending chills through the swamp and the hearts of those who hear them. And unlike the shy and elusive Bigfoot, this creature is often described as bold and unafraid of humans. There are tales of it peering into windows of houses, its red eyes gleaming in the night. Of it nonchalantly crossing roads, seemingly oblivious to the dangers of modern civilization. Or simply standing its ground, daring anyone to challenge its presence. It's this unique mix of bizarre looks, unsettling sounds, and brazen behavior that makes an encounter with the skunk ape so unforgettable, if not terrifying. Whether it's a real flesh-and-blood creature or simply a product of folklore and imagination, the legend of the skunk ape is undoubtedly larger than life. And if you ever find yourself in its territory, you'll probably smell it long before you ever see it. A pungent warning that you've entered the realm of the skunk ape. The skunk ape's habits are as strange as its reputation. It's a creature of the night, prowling the swamps under cover of darkness. Its diet? Omnivorous. Berries, roots, swamp cabbage, and if you believe the stories, the occasional chicken or pig. Some tales even claim it wrestles deer, adding to its fearsome image. For shelter, it's said to use abandoned alligator dens. Imagine a giant ape shacking up in a gator cave. But its most famous behavior is its stench, used as a defense mechanism, an olfactory warning to stay away. The smell is strongest when it's agitated, much like a real skunk. Witnesses often smell it before they see or hear anything. A pungent sign you're in skunk ape territory. Its habits are a blend of the plausible and the absurd, perfect for a creature born of folklore. In the swamp, the skunk ape is king of the night. And the nose. In cryptid hunting, footprints are gold, but skunk ape tracks are a puzzle. Reports describe huge human-like prints, 14 to 18 inches long, but with a twist, sometimes only 4 toes. This 4-toed oddity sets it apart from Bigfoot and fuels endless debate. The track's depth and stride are inconsistent, sometimes shallow, sometimes impossibly long, sometimes meandering. Skeptics call it hoaxing, Believers suggest flexible feet or even different species. Some say pranksters are muddying the waters, while others see clues to a unique biology. Whatever the cause, the tracks are as mysterious as the creature itself. They keep the legend alive, one muddy print at a time. In the end, the tracks are a central frustrating piece of the skunk ape puzzle. No monster legend is complete without classic sightings, and the skunk ape has plenty. In the 1960s, hunters in Big Cypress Swamp claimed a hairy beast stalked their camp for days, screaming at night and scaring them off. In the 1970s, a busload of students and their driver saw a large, smelly creature dash across a remote Everglades road. These stories, reported by credible witnesses, cemented the skunk ape's reputation as bold and territorial. Modern sightings continue: shaky videos, blurry photos, frantic calls about a smelly beast raiding garbage cans. Each new report adds to the legend, keeping it alive for new generations. Whether real or mistaken, these encounters are the lifeblood of the skunk ape phenomenon. Our fascination with a stinky swamp monster is as strong as ever. The Myakka skunk ape photographs are the most famous and controversial evidence in the saga. In 2000, an anonymous woman sent photos to the sheriff claiming a strange creature was stealing apples from her porch. The images show a shaggy, reddish-brown figure with glowing eyes, more orangutan than Bigfoot. Skeptics say it's just an escaped primate. Believers insist it's something new. The debate rages: lost zoo animal or undiscovered species. Some suggest skunk ape is a catch-all for out-of-place animals, explaining the inconsistencies. The Myakka photos are a Rorschach test. Proof for some, a joke for others. Either way, they're a cornerstone of skunk ape lore. Just when you think it can't get weirder, some say the skunk ape is linked to UFOs. Areas with frequent skunk ape sightings often overlap with UFO hotspots in Florida's wilds. Theories abound. Are skunk apes alien pets, experiments, or interdimensional visitors? Some witnesses report seeing strange lights before or after skunk ape encounters. Natural phenomena like swamp gas and weird sounds add to the mystery, blurring science and superstition. Whether monster, ghost, or alien, the skunk ape's legend only grows. In the swamp, anything seems possible. So where does that leave us? The abominable swamp slob remains as elusive and as entertaining as ever. The skunk ape is more than a monster. It's a celebration of the unknown, a story that's equal parts spooky and silly. The search is about adventure, laughter, and the thrill of the chase. Even if the only thing you find is a bad smell, it gets you out into wild places, connects you to local lore, and turns a walk in the woods into a legendary quest. All you need is curiosity, boots, and maybe a clothespin for your nose. The swamps are waiting, filled with strange sounds and the possibility of something hairy watching from the shadows. Every snapped twig and odd smell becomes a clue. So next time you're in the southeast, keep your eyes and nostrils open. You might just be on the trail of America's smelliest monster. The weirdest adventures are often the best. Who's with me?